My name is Jorge C. Lopez, and my holistic planning project is on CSU Chico, University Farm Organic Vegetable Unit. My holistic context is Romaine Calm. We serve our community by providing fresh local produce in a sustainable, organic production, while providing learning opportunities for our students and our community. We will establish a gopher trapping method to increase crop yields. Also, our future resource base would have to consist of fertile soil, a full no-till operation, abundant water, and a manager to oversee the production. My project overview is that our project takes place at the CSU Chico State Farm. Our plot consists of 7 acres. 3 acres are used for vegetable growth. The remaining 4 acres are used for the dairy unit to grow foliage crops. This plot already has access to irrigation. The scope of this operation is to continue to grow vegetables on the existing 3 acres, while making it all of the 3 acres a full no-till operation. The dairy unit foliage crop section will stay the same as foliage crops to feed the dairy unit cows. Our goal is to maximize yields while giving back to the soil by converting it to a full no-till operation. We plan on doing this by growing a variety of crops that will benefit the soil, but will also be good to give out to the Chico State Student Food Pantry at the Chico State campus, and our CSA members who purchase a membership to receive vegetables that we grow at the OVP, as you will see throughout this report. Now, the University Farm is located at 311 Nicholas C. Shouten Lane in Chico, California. The organic vegetable unit is located where this arrow is pointing at, and this would be our initial 3 acres, and the lighter portion of this plot would be our 4 acres of our foliage crops for the dairy unit. The plan is to work with these 3 acres as our main vegetable production area. This area will consist of a holistic rotation to ensure the best use of our soil. This will benefit our soil and our crops. The plan with the remaining 4 acres is to utilize it for the dairy unit feed. Here we can grow foliage crops. Now, when you want to go full no-till, you have to have some requirements in mind. In order to make it a full no-till operation, we need to know the type of soil that we are working with. Now, this is important because no-till agriculture prevents erosion, allows for a better water holding capacity, which reduces water runoff. This is a great holistic approach to this unit as it will give back to our community as well as our organic vegetable unit as a whole. Our soil type for the OVP unit is almendra. Almendra is a good soil type for the crops that we plan on planting because it is a well-drained, deep soil and a great water holding capacity. The picture to the right demonstrates a no-till ecosystem versus a tilled ecosystem. As we can see, the no-till ecosystem has much more activity. Now, we like to see this activity because this creates pores for the crops to reach deep down into the soil and uptake as much nutrients as they need. Versus the tilled ecosystem has very to no activity. As you can see, it has a crust that has been created over the years of tilling and poor management practices. It has also created a plow plan. Now, this can be detrimental to crops and soil health quality. Now, as a farmer or grower, you don't want this because, as said before, it creates erosion and water runoff. With our soil type, it is 85% almendra. It is great for our plant crops because it has good drainage and good depth. As you can see here, the X marks our 3 acres, and this X over here marks our 4 acres. My 3 proposed improvements for the OVP are weed management, full no-till operation, and pest management. With weed management, there are many weeds within the OVP. the biggest problematic weed being the bindweed. We begin to tackle this holistically by using a controlled colonization. This can be by preventing weed introduction by burning. Another method we can use is livestock grazing during the flowering stage of our weeds present. By using these methods, we can benefit from grazing, increase the soil organic matter, and establish a holistic rotation of appropriate grazing that can shift our crop community to a thriving environment. Our overall weeding methods will bring us closer to our holistic context because it will utilize crop rotation to our advantage. This will be done by using livestock and planting crops that will benefit the soil. They will have a great pest resistance and an overall great taste for our CSA members and the Chico State Student Food Pantry. With full no-till operation, another holistic management plan would be that it will also leave more plant residue on the top of the soil and prevent the water from evaporating. We can achieve this plan by not tilling after each harvest, but in fact by planting directly into the soil organic matter and plant residue. By going full no-till, it will bring us to our holistic context by improving the soil health and the overall soil quality. With pest management, at the OVP we get a lot of gopher damage. Now we can use traps to remove them from the site, but we can also plant some mint crops near the outer parts of our cropping system to deter them away, as they don't like the mint. Another holistic plan we can implement is to utilize crop rotation to our advantage by planting crops that they least like. Or we can also spray a remedy mix of mint and water in the existing gopher holes. This will bring us closer to our holistic context by reducing our existing pest by using holistic methods like our mint plants to deter them away from our desired crops. My project implementation is that I plan to develop a holistic management strategy to go full no-till at the organic vegetable unit. This will require the use of livestock and a crop rotation plan. Now, this management strategy will allow the soil to recuperate and allow for a more suitable growing environment for the crops. This project is planned to take about 2 years to go into effect. Now, this is because to go full no-till, one needs to let the soil establish a healthy soil profile and increase its soil organic matter. The calculated cost would be on crop, seed, labor, irrigation, and tools. With strategy 1, we plan to achieve a full no-till operation that will take at least 2 years for the soil to recover and develop a good soil structure. With strategy 2, weed management will be able to get tackled weekly as we begin to develop our no-till operation. This is important as a holistic approach because it will increase our crop yields by reducing weeds in our unit. We will have 4 workers total. 2 workers working Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for 4 hours at $13 an hour. These 2 workers will be helping with weeding and any planting tasks throughout their schedule. The remaining 2 workers will be helping us with pest management on Tuesdays and Thursdays. The reason we opted to do pest management 2 days out of the week is because it will only consist of setting traps, spraying our mint mixture, or just scouting. Our annual budget is that irrigation will cost $1,000 a year and seed will cost $3,110 a year for a total of $4,110 a year to operate this unit to its full extent. We will also be using livestock to graze on the weeds. This gain on the livestock will be 2 pounds a day at $4 a day for the grazing time that they will be grazing on our weeds. As you can see on the table below, we plan on doing cucurbits, carrots, lettuce, tomatoes, and a cover crop. Our annual budget for fixed costs, variable costs, and income are as follows. Irrigation will cost $1,000 a year, and seed will cost $3,110 a year for a total of $4,110 a year to operate this unit to its full extent annual budget. Income a year would be $24,955. As we calculate our gross profit for the operation, it is estimated $10,800 gross profit. Our irrigation will cost $1,000 a year and seed will cost $3,110 a year for a total of $4,110 a year. For our return of investment, we did initial value of investment minus our final value of investment to equal our net return. We did $22,541 minus $24,955 for a total of negative $2,414. Our net return on investment, we divided by our cost of investment and multiplied it by 100%, which gave us negative 10.33%. Now that leads us to our final decision on implementation. Our final decision on our implementation strategies is that strategy 2, weed management, would be most effective, as strategy 1 is our full no-till strategy that would take the longest at 2 years to go into effect, because it will take time for the soil to create a healthier soil structure. This affects our holistic context, as it would take some time to go full no-till. However, we will still fulfill our holistic context because we will provide crops to the Chico State Student Food Pantry and our CSA members. By deciding on weed management, we will manage weeds to reduce weed yields and increase our crop yields by giving our crops an advantage at obtaining nutrients to their fullest potential. This will address our future vision for our project by allowing the soil to create a good soil structure with our crop rotations. Our crop rotations will benefit from our soil because of our decided weed management implementation by reducing the amount of weeds present. Thank you.